Howdy folks, welcome back to Vintage Story. Got some fire clay bricks and we're going to make some iron today. That's the goal. So iron's a little different. We have to fire it in a bloomery and then that makes iron blooms, and we have to work those on the anvil to turn them into ingots, if I remember correctly. So we don't melt it and pour it. I've made fire clay bricks. Now if you're not aware, fire clay is completely changed in 1.20. You can't find it very easily anymore. But it's pretty easy to make. So I've been collecting flint here, as you've seen in my storage crate. And then I fire stacks of flint here in the fire. You see I've got 64 calcined flint chunks. And we have to grind that up in a grinder. And that gets us the calcified flint powder, I think it's called. Yeah, it grinds into powder. Oh, powdered calcined flint. And then you can mix that, make fire clay with basically any kind of clay. That makes fire clay. So there you go. That's how I made the fire clay, and then I made the bricks out of the fire clay, and then I fired the bricks. Now I've got 34 fire clay bricks. And we make the bloomery like that, and then we need a chimney for the top, like that. So let's do just that. I think I've got enough for 2. Yeah, I would only need 8 left over to make the 2 chimneys, so that should work. Do these stack? They do not stack. Chimneys don't stack either. Okay, fine. Be that way. So then we have the bloomeries. I'm going to actually put those outside, I think. Just for fun. Let's just put them right down here. That should work. Man, I can hear the bees all the way over here. I don't know if that comes through on YouTube. Alright, so then we set the bloomery down. Put the other one next to it. Oh, you know what? Does the fire spread from these? It'd be just my luck that I burned down the place. Oh no, do I get all the bricks back? Not that. I got all the bricks back from them. Oh, I didn't. Oh no! That was a mistake. That was a costly mistake. Alright, well, that's good to know. How to waste fire bricks. I'm your host, Kerbo. Oh well. Alright, let's punch this grass out of here. And let's make ourselves a little fire area. Actually, that's going to mess up the path. Let's just do it over here. I've already got this set up. That's my charcoal pit. We'll just do it over here. I need to get my head on straight. It's been a super long day. I'm trying to get some stuff recorded. What little free time I have. My brain is melted. There we go. So that makes a bloomery base. And then we can put the iron in there. And yeah, these bees are awesome. Yep, so we're getting lots of those. All the skeps are populated now. There was a comment concerned that they wouldn't be able to spread, but they will spread, I think, 7 blocks north and west and 8 blocks east and south or something like that. But anyway, there's plenty of opportunity for them to spread. So all the skeps are populated now. So hopefully in a while we can get a nice big honey harvest out of that. In the meantime, I need to get some charcoal. And I need to break these up. So these break into nuggets. And then I believe the nuggets go into the bloomery. Yeah, smelts into iron bloom. Then I need some charcoal as well. Then I need to grab a hammer. Break that up into nuggets. I don't remember the ratio in the bloomery. So let's go see how this works. Been a while. You can put like so many in here, and I don't remember what the number is. $120, it looks like. All right. Holding control, it puts them in 5 at a time. Yeah, there we go. 120 is the number. Got it. And then we add fuel. 5, 6. Okay, and then we light this on fire, and in theory, we get some iron blooms out of it. Don't need to crouch. Makes a satisfying little sizzle sound there when it's lit up. You lighting? Maybe I do need to crouch. Then you can stand back up when you're done. Ah, little ASMR. Here we go. The rest of the video is just going to be this crackle. No, I'm kidding. It's not. All right, let's go find some more stuff to do while that's cooking up. And if I can't find anything to do, then we'll just put a little cut in here. You back. Build up. Still got plenty of coal there. I was working, I don't know if I did this on camera. I was trying to make a plate out of silver. And I realized I only had 1 ingot. So this is a partial plate. I don't quite have enough silver yet. I need 4 more nuggets to make another ingot. So eventually we're going to make a silver plate. And I believe I can add that to my lantern and it makes it even brighter. I think that's how that works. So that's what that's all about. Let's go check on the garden. It's coming along pretty well. Also, I don't remember if I showed this on camera. I did realize I needed another block up here. So do I need in here too? What's for safety? Somebody had made a comment, and I had realized in another video that there's like a block where they can't get over the top of this fence. So we need to actually set up a block like that so they can get in there. But I haven't seen any other goats or rams or anything down here anyway. All right, this stuff's coming along nicely. And then our flax over here is up to stage... some of it's up to stage 4. I guess I missed a square in there somewhere. Where it died in... Oh, it maybe died in the cold. It's 47 degrees. I don't know why it thinks it's too cold to grow. But anywho. These are going to grow at different rates because it's different soil and slightly different fertilization. And you can see I've got a lot of food planted as well. Oh wow, these turnips are going to be done soon. Yeah, we've got plenty of food. Food's not going to be a problem. The chickens are doing well. I got a couple more chicks in there. I haven't been feeding them because I'm out of lax grain, which is usually what I feed them. That's enough chickens for a while. One thing I noticed though, they're not laying any eggs anymore. Let me close this before they all escape. Oh no, they are. Never mind. We're good. We are good. 4 days. A broody hen is needed. Yeah, I need to feed them. I guess we could do that. I think I've got plenty of grain. Let's go check our grain stock. I tend to just feed them the grain. I don't think they'll eat the mash, although they might. Trees there are still growing. I made some flower pots. I've got some little decorations starting to decorate the place a little better. So let's go down the cellar and check our grain stocks. How are we doing on grain? I ate all the honey. Yeah, we don't have a ton of grain. We do have a decent amount of food, though. Let me, I'm going to leave that one stack. Let's see. So it's 8. Yeah, I've got 4. So I just need 32, really. So I'm going to leave that little bit of grain there. So we'll give some of this to the chickens so we can get some more of them hatching. Since we got the fertile eggs there. Always stuff to do around here. And the lake ice, slowly melting. I think it's doing just a bang-up job of melting, but it's getting there. Up chickens. Each one of these holds 8, so we'll just top them all off. There we go. All right. Get to brooding. What else have we got going on? I've been doing a little bit more dirt work here. I kind of widened this out a little bit next to the path. I don't remember how long the bloomeries take. They're still going. I've been doing some cave exploring just around the base here. I guess I should mark these when I visit them, but I did find some silver ore, so we could go get that and finish out our plate while we're waiting. I was down there. I didn't have my bronze pickaxe with me, so let me go grab my level 3 pickaxe, and we'll go get some silver real quick. And there, I need to throw the rot barrel here. And I need to get the calcined flint grinding. There's always something to do. There we go. That stack is done. That stack can go. Just barely turning though. Looking forward to that flax harvest and getting some more sales on that. Alright, pickaxe. Need a pickaxe. There we go. That should be enough durability to get the silver. Let's top off our back to dirt stack. Let's hit the road. It's just down here, so it'll give me something to do while I'm waiting on the bloomeries. Whee! Oops. Sprained my ankle on the way out. The berry bushes are flowering in a week, so we should have berries in 2 weeks or so. So that silver, that's why I was exploring the caves around here. I was hoping I could find some more silver. Where was that? It was down... Oh yeah, that's the cave entrance. These are kind of all connected, but we need to go to this one. Let me just go ahead and... I forgot to hit save. Is that berry bushes? What is? Let's gather those up, take back to their little berry patch. We have too many berry bushes. We got some growing flax. Let's go for it. Get a seed off either one of these? Nope. Some mature flax, though. That'll work. Perfect. We can go plant some more flax. I've been through here like a dozen times, but, you know, you don't always see it. Okay, the silver, I think, was a little tricky. I'm trying to remember. I did a bunch of cave exploration. I thought I had ladders somewhere. This may be... There's so many different entrances to this. Yeah, where did I have the ladders? Huh. Maybe I already mined that out and then I forgot to mark it complete. I think that might be the case. Silver ore and not pinned anymore. So now I have to remember how to get over to the silver ore. I know that I marked my way over there. It's through here. This might be... I didn't mark that. Oh. I thought I was going to this one. That's why. We're in the wrong cave. We need to go over to this cave entrance. I marked it for the silver because those caves are... they're just everywhere. Whoa! A lot of this has collapsed. Some of it's still collapsing. Okay, here's the entrance. Ah, there it is. I was like, I had ladders here somewhere. Marked it, and I still couldn't find it. Got taller. Let's see. Probably the best way is to go over here and then down. Ladders can be a little tricky. And it is down in there. It is quite a ways down in there. I had to burn up most of a stack of ladders, if I remember correctly. Get down to this place. All this we can hop down, and then we have to climb back out. Oh, no, no. Don't go too far. No! Don't miss. It's a little bit of a steep descent. Not for the faint of heart. Where did you come from? This has just fallen down in here since I was here. Okay, there it is. It's on that little ledge there. Okay, and then, of course, it's pitch dark, so I'm going to have to grab that. We have quartz above there, so it should be good to mine into here. It's actually rich, so that's nice. Quartz, 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 quartz. A little more over there. That makes me wonder if there's some more in here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. It's all just quartz. So let's do that. Boop it over here to us. Make sure it's done booping before you put the next block. Okay, so we had some poor and some rich mixed kind of together there. Interesting. Platform here. This is the silver mine. Some poor quality. It's all just quartz. So not a ton, but you know, it was worth coming back for. Nothing else back in there. What's that? Might as well boop that over to me. Take it back with us. I'll trade some packed dirt for some quartz. Alright, I think that was the only silver ore here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that done. But I don't remember for sure what else was down here. I think there was anything else. It goes way down. I think I just climbed up out of there and then I found the quartz on the way back up. I think that's how that went down. Do I have ladders? I do have, I still got a bunch of ladders with me. Yeah, because I don't have ladders here because I was using the rope ladder to get back out of here. Yeah, because I had to get the rope ladder down to there, and I explored all down there. There was nothing there. So we'll just leave that as it is. Let me get my rope ladder back out. Oops. Careful on the ladders. Oh, there's some I missed. Loop. All right, there we go. A little bit unstable, but I'm tempted to get this one so I can see it. Yeah, there's nothing else up in there. All right. Fair enough. Oh, there's one right behind this ladder. You get that. Let me just do that real quick so I don't lose this ladder. Grab that. Actually, I might just leave that sealed off. There's nothing necessarily down there. Got some more rich quartz. Or, sorry, rich silver. I knew what I meant. Okay, and then I think we're good. Let's head back home. I'm getting hungry, so we need to run back home. Up the ladder we go. Deep, deep mine. I was hoping for riches down there, but nope. Found a little silver. That's about it. I don't need to. I like to keep my lantern or anything out of my offhand because it does make you burn food quicker. And I'm cheap. Jump up and grab that, and we're home free. Surrounded by chickens, apparently. Okay, I can go ahead and delete. Let's delete that. So we mined that out. We are all good. Let's run back home and check on the iron blooms. I think we're probably good on cranberry bushes. I mean, it's a good time to harvest them, so I guess I'll take them. Got a bunch of different kind of berry bushes here. I need to look more into like wine making. That's a good way to make your berries last longer. Alright, homeward bound. Or just birch. Get out of here, birch. There's my lone pine with the resin on it. It's a good marker back home. Gotta be careful and not fall into the cave over here. It's all like a big massive sinkhole right there by my base. Alright, we got cranberry bushes. I did need some more cranberry bushes, so we're good. Cool. Start another here. I had a bunch of the black currant bushes. Yeah, I was making a double row here, wasn't I? I don't remember what I was doing here. There we go. Alright, we need some food. The bloomeries are still smoking. Does it give us any kind of time on here? Actually, this one's done. Well, that one's got to be just about done. Alright, let's get some food. And we'll get some iron. Actually, I might go ahead and sleep. Well, we're going to be inside doing stuff, so I guess it doesn't matter. For daylight, I can see fine, but now it's darker on YouTube. Yeah, I'm out of food, so let's go get some food. Done eating. I don't have that crock on me. Let's see, we got 5. Yeah, we need to get to eating this stuff. It's going to go bad. Been putting one I'm eating on the bottom shelf there. Alright, we'll toss that back upstairs. Need to empty out my inventory while we're here at the storage. How's this going? Is getting anything done? Yeah, we got 4 whole things done. Look at that. Calcite flint chunks, that needs to be ground. That one is good to go. So we'll drop off some stuff here. We'll drop off some stuff at the farm, and then we'll go deal with the iron. So throw some flint in there. We got a couple of twine. I think everything else is good. Stone. Everything else goes pretty much elsewhere. I'll just go ahead and throw the dirt in there. I could put lanterns in my manor, but I kind of like the torch vibe, so we're sticking with torches up here. Let's see. We have a rock. Yeah, that's my collection. Oops, that was the wrong button. Okay, all the rocks put away. Run down here and just plant these real quick. I can replace that flax that died. Boop you down there. Then we got some rye. Boop you there. Nothing else goes down here. I forgot to drop off the powdered flint, but that's okay. Dump that in there, and then let's get our iron bloom on. And I got to remember how this stuff works. I think we have to heat it up in the forge and then bang out with the hammer. Unfortunately, we do have to break these to get the iron bloom out, and I forgot, you don't get all your bricks back. So, ooh yeah, they're still hot. So, go get my tongs. Or we're gonna get burnt. Nobody likes that. Okay, 12 iron blooms. Are they hot enough to beat on with the hammer right now? Guessing I have to heat them up a little more. Do I? I'm gonna put this on auto because I'm late. It's only 1400 degrees. But it is working it. See if we can get a little work done on it. So this is where the Helve Hammer comes in handy. So once we have more sails and get the Helve Hammer built, the Helve Hammer will just automatically turn these into ingots. So it's super handy. Also, every once in a while, you can end up with a missing voxel, which you can't fix by hand, but the Hellhammer will just fix it. While these are still warm from the Bloomery, though, we'll see if we can get some of them worked up. This one was a good one. It had plenty of iron on there. And I've got too many things on here, so let's throw that in there. Cool. Well, I'm going to see how many of these I can get worked up. Then I'll have to reheat them. I guess I don't need to cool them off since I'm going to reheat them anyway. I'll need to reheat them to forge them into tools, I think. Actually, let me try forging this one when I'm done. I won't make you sit through all the banging. Alright, can I forge this into... No, I don't think it's hot enough. Doesn't let me put it on there. Alright, we'll just toss them in there. Let's see. Is this might be getting cooled off too much. I don't know if you can knock the black chunks off when it gets too cool to work the other chunks or not. I don't know exactly how that works. But I'll keep working these and I'll see how many I can get done. And I'll bring it back in. Well, it appears somewhere around 1300 degrees is the stopping point because it is not having it. It's not going to let me do anything with that. I'm curious. Okay, so I can put that in the forge. Partially worked iron bloom. So I'll have to heat them up more to work them. That's fair enough. Can I stick you on the floor? Oh, I can. Look at that. What about just the regular old iron blooms? I messed you up. Look at that. There's a thumbnail. Although I need some light. Yeah, there's a thumbnail. Look at all that. Look at all that iron. It might be a little dark for y'all, so let me put that up on there. I kind of want to make a, should I make a pickaxe? Wondering about a spear for hunting, but that's probably a waste of iron. I want to make at least a pickaxe. Maybe I'll make a couple of pickaxes. So let's get these heated up. Already put the coal back. I want to step on those iron blooms. They're still over 1,000 degrees. 2 coal should be plenty to get this going. Maybe. It's been a while since I worked iron. Assuming we can heat this up enough to forge it. To smith it, whatever you want to call it. Got really long arms. I can reach all the way over there. Yeah, I should have just left those hot. That would have been the smart thing to do, but yeah, I never claimed to be a genius. I'll see in a bit when these things heat up. Alright, that's nice and glowy hot. That should work, right? There we go. So I want a... No, not an iron hoe head. I want a pickaxe. There it is. That's what we want. Alright, let's do this first iron one legit. Alright, I need to move to the right. Back to this guy. Hey. Alright, flippy-do around. There we go. And then I think we pretty much just need to cut everything else off. If I remember the shape correctly. Oops. Ta-da! And we can make some other stuff. Iron pounder caps. I know we're going to have to pulverize stuff at some point. So we got here ankle base. Yeah, we can make the... we can make an iron anvil, but I don't think we need that right away. I'm tempted to make an axe, just because I need to chop a lot of stuff. Iron cleaver. I think a lot of that I can make. Wrench. We could do a pro pick as well to go along with our iron pick, just because it'll last quite a while. Hey, I'm going to auto do this one, save my wrists. It could be a waste of iron, but whatever. I've got lots of iron. Eventually I might make myself a full set of tools out of iron. Let me know what you think. What do you use your iron for when you first get it? Had this other hammer, which I think might have come from somewhere else. It's okay. Grab those. At some point I had some sticks here used for tools. Yeah, here they are. 1,000 durability versus 300 for a copper. Very nice. And then 650 on the pro pick. Very cool. That's our first iron tools. I'm digging it. And of course I got all these I'm gonna have to work up. I'm not desperate for iron. So some of this I might just save for the elf hammer once we get the sails going. See, those are kind of hot. Do I have room? I don't really have room for that. I need to get a double trunk. I need to rearrange this whole workshop a bit and get the double trunk in here, because with all the different metals and stuff now, I'm running out of space. That is awesome. It is 3 in the morning. Those bees are just working their way. The lake is getting more and more water. I guess more and more ice-free is what I'm trying to say. Every day. We're well into April. Nearly May. Big old tree up there is going. But, yeah, things are going well. That'll do it for this episode. Continue on. I don't know, other than the plant harvest, I don't have any really big plans right now. Kind of waiting on flax. For the boat. Grow the sail a bit would help. Get multiple sails would be nice. Probably need to do some hunting here soon. In the spring, because I need fat. Anywho, thanks as always for hanging out, folks. I'm going to go get just a little bit of sleep here before daylight hits. Now I'll catch you all in the next adventure. Take care. Kind of cut myself off. What happened there? There we go. A proper